All you cool people, you better leave now, because it's about to happen.
Jalen rising up over the top.
It's going down, you can feel it in the crowd. Type of thing you wanna be around.
All right, here we go. What's going on, guys? We are back. Basketball is back. And we are here to talk about the Rockets' first game. We have your host, of course, Gamer, Guru. Got my boy, Hibachinis. And our other co-host coming in for our first game, Big 40. Say what's up to the people.
What's going on, everybody?
All right, let's get this started. How you feel about Ime's first season game against the Orlando Magic? Anybody got takes for it? It's open. Go ahead.
Oh no, I got it. Oh no, I'm going. I feel like the scheme, everybody has to get used to it. I feel like the system, like everybody has to get used to what he's trying to run, and they got to buy into it. I feel like it was the first game, so everybody did have, like, some jitters, and everybody ready to play, and everybody trying to show what they've been working on in the off season. I think once they slow down and they start understanding the system and what Ime is trying to get them to do, they'll be better.
What you think?
I think it was the jitters. The jitters, for one thing, was the big thing in this situation. The scheme, it's a little shaky, but it's the first game. Things could probably change, but that scheme is not going to work like we want it to. Just not.
Well, yeah. From what I've seen from the scheme, it looks like he's telling Jalen to stop shooting off the dribble and to drive downhill, even though they're triple teaming Alfie. Like, he's passing up open shots, and I'm like, Jalen is not hooping like the 30-point, 23-point Jalen that we're used to seeing from last season. When they were freelancing and playing like a varsity team. This supposed to be the coach that has the system, to bring out the talent in the players. And I expected Jalen to do more. He attempted like 1 3 this whole game, and that's not what we're used to seeing from Jalen. And I know y'all can agree with me on that.
Totally agree.
Well, I would say this. For the past 2 years, Jalen has been okay. It's been certain games where he's on. It's been certain games where he was off. Now, going into the new season and going into this game, he didn't look comfortable. He didn't look like himself. He wasn't. I don't think he needs to be on ball. I think he needs to be off ball. I think he needs to do more cuts. Because right now, the first game, he's really, like, after the couple of years, he's starting to look like a bust.
Well, I think he still has
averaging 20 points don't get you nowhere when you're on a bad team. It's empty. It's empty stats. And I don't want to see Jalen do empty stats. It's like, yeah, you scoring 30 points, but we still losing. You scoring 40 points, but we still losing. What's the point of it?
But I don't even, like I said, I don't think it was his fault that he didn't, like, he only had 4 points. He was 2 for 10 and 0 for 1 from the 3-point. He had 4 points. And like I said, I don't think it's his fault, because he's doing what Ime's telling him to do. So he's going through the scheme and the system. Like, I see it playing out on when they're playing. But like I said, when has Jalen ever played a game where he only shot 1 3?
That's system.
I've never seen that. He finished with 10 though. He finished with 10.
Okay.
Yeah, he finished with 10. So
that's still not Jalen, but
yeah, that's not him. Yeah.
That's the 1 game sample size. All right. So first player on the list, Sir Dylan Villain Brooks. What y'all think?
My boy. He brought that Canadian shit today. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's why he was Villain fucking Brooks today. Yes, he was. Hey, keep shooting. That's all I got for him. Keep shooting.
I gotta agree with that. He did what he's supposed to do. He did what he's supposed to do. So I have to agree with D-Tone on that. It was surprising that he was shooting like that to me.
He didn't have no choice.
Yeah, it was surprising, but I gotta agree. If you open like that, you keep shooting.
Pull that bitch.
Yeah, shoot him.
Yeah, you
shoot him. Yes.
Let it rain. I'll let you do that.
All right. So,
look, as long as he play defense and he shoot like that, you a good addition to the team. That $80 million was well spent.
I'm happy that you brought up his defense, because they literally had him guarding 3 niggas. They had him. They started off on Paulo.
Mhm.
France started hooping when he wasn't missing. They put him on France. He shut it down. He's got in France's face and everything. And then when Cole started hooping, they put him on Cole. Like he is the dog. Like you're not finna push. You're not finna push the youngsters around. You know, you want the smoke, he gonna bring it.
Yep, I think we need more young veterans. Like not, like younger. Well, not. Well, I ain't gonna say younger, but I'm just gonna say like a little older than Jalen them. Like Dylan. He's only what 26, 27.
Yeah.
Get people like that in. You have to bring people like that in because Jake Londale ain't gonna. That ain't it. We ain't gonna be able to keep him in the game too much because he was getting bullied.
Yeah, he's the traditional. He's just our traditional center. And with Orlando, they have space in center. They have centers that can shoot. And I didn't expect what was it? Wendell Carter? No, it was Jonathan Isaac. Yeah, I did not expect that. Jonathan Isaac. When he's healthy, yeah, he's a hooper.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's been hurt these past couple of years ever since he got in the league. So we really haven't seen what he could do.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little small sample size of what he did, like the little run he put on by himself. That was it. I was like, okay, hey, you can hoop, you can hoop.
Yeah, and I think they have Jock Landale in for when we play like Embiid and the traditional centers, like the big men, the ones that do work.
But he's small. Like he's not a real big man. Like he's really like a power forward. He can shoot. So I would look for another center. First of all, I would get rid of Jay Sean Tate and Aaron Holiday. Get rid of them two. Play Cam more because then we got to understand we was missing Tyree too. So we don't know what it looked like with Tyree. But yeah, I would say get another big man. Like go look for somebody that I ain't gonna say Dwight, but somebody that can hold somebody.
No. Well, look, it's the first season with Ime, and we have to get rid of the money. That's why we paid Fred and Dylan, and they're getting their new contract next season. So we can bring in more people, and we already know what spots is going to be freed up. We're gonna have like 5 spots available.
Yeah.
All right. So
I mean, we need a backup center and a backup power forward.
All right. So next on the list, Jabari. What you think?
Go ahead, 40.
He struggled. He struggled. Maybe like we've been saying, it's the first game, but he struggled a little bit. Of course, we know he got in foul trouble. I'm not used to Jabari having 7 points.
Yeah, most
I
definitely.
say that. I'm used to him being in double digits. I'm used to seeing him have some rebounds.
Do you think?
Go ahead.
Do you think that him playing Paulo had something to do with it, or do you think it was just first season jitters? Because he wasn't doing this in the summer league.
I do. I think it was Paulo.
That's true.
But Paulo had a bad game too, so it wasn't like Jabari was having a bad game and Paulo was just going off. No, Paulo had a bad game.
No, Paulo was 50%. It wasn't Paulo's game. He barely touched the ball. Like I barely seen Paulo. It was friends.
He wasn't shooting like he normally would shoot, so it's the same thing. It was a bunch of other people taking shots. Cole Anthony took more shots than him.
Yeah.
Franz Wagner took more shots than him.
Yeah.
I think even Wendell Carter Jr. took more shots than Paulo, and they still won.
Yeah, but Paulo had 5 rebounds and 5 assists, so he was he was just giving it to France. And like I said, he was in when France. They both had 27 minutes. He was in with them. Like I said, it was France, you got it. Cole, you got it. I'm out the way. Y'all don't need me this game, so I'm gonna chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. France went way over my expectations in this game, and you know I'm mad because I actually like France. You know I watch Orlando, so you know. All right, next, Alfie. What you got?
Alfie balled out, but they didn't give it to him in the second half. Like first half, he was giving it to whatever center they had on him. He was giving it to him, and I'm like, well, what happened to it in the second half? Because it was working. Matter of fact, it kept y'all in the game.
It did.
Because y'all was getting blown out at first. It was just do something crazy. Okay, ball gone, and they going down, scoring, and it was like, okay, now settle down, give it to Alfie, let him work at the post. If they double, boom, there's a person right there in the corner waiting for a shot, and it was Dylan.
Yeah,
every time.
That's what Dylan came in from. It was just that's how they started it out for him. Boom.
Yeah.
And that's when he just started making his shots. But that's what it needs. I think they need to go through Alfie with the system. That would help. Don't go through Jalen because Jalen doing this pick and roll is not. He's not. That's not for him.
No, what it was, they have Alfie at the top of the key. They give it to Alfie at the top of the key. Him or Jalen or Fred will come get the handoff and then go for it. Either if it's Jalen, he goes down here. If it's Fred, he shoots that bitch. But yeah, but instead of
Don't you start on Fred.
He got two more people before I get to Fred. But yeah,
you're not gonna do that today.
Instead of just dumping it down to Alfie and letting him work. Like it was one possession in the second half where he got the rebound. He brought that bitch all the way down. Fred called for it. He waved him off. Went straight into the paint, did his spin, got fouled, went to the free throw line. I'm like, yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Like, bump the play. You know you're getting the buckets. Literally, the first half of those points was you. Keep going. Like, I don't see how Ime didn't see that. All right.
I think he did. It's his first game. Go ahead, 40. My fault.
I feel like he just basically left off of what he did last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he just basically just took what he did last year and like to me, it seemed like he was the only one ready to play this game.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The league knows about Alfie. They call him Baby Joker. They were triple teaming him. And my thing was, if they're triple teaming Alfie in the post, the man already got half of your points in the first half, and they're already triple teaming him. Why are you telling your men to drive to the hole? We have shooters. We have people that can shoot. Mm-hmm. Dump it to Alfie, 5 out. Jabari, Jalen, Dylan, Fred. Like, I don't understand.
I mean, I feel like they was doing it some, but they was missing shots.
Yeah, we didn't attempt,
all of them.
We didn't attempt that many threes, and then like Jabari's his.
We should. Like, yeah, Jabari was off the dribble most of the time.
There wasn't no spot up.
But Jalen had a couple of wide opens that he just missed. So I mean, it was a couple of people that had a couple of wide opens and they missed. We just gotta wait for them to evaluate how they gonna run the regular, how they gonna do it now. Because I feel like Ime is gonna go in the, he's gonna go in the lab. Okay, this worked, this worked, this worked, this didn't, this didn't, and take the shit out and say, okay, well, what worked? We gonna go with that. If it's dumping it down at Alfie and 5 out, then hey, let's run it. I want to see it. I want to see them win games, but not necessarily even just win games. Just be consistent. Be in games. You don't have to win them. Just be in them.
Yeah, but like I said, when Alfie was doing this thing, and then they started hitting their threes, they were in it. They were down 2, and then all of a sudden the lead went back to 10, and then it was a wrap.
Mhm.
So, all right.
It wasn't long enough runs for me. You have to if you go on a 5-0, 6-0 run, that's not enough. If you down by 12 or 14, you have to go on 10-0 runs to really get that. But you have to be consistent with offense and you have to be hounding on defense. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna save the elephant in the room for last. All right, we're gonna do a men and then we're gonna cover the elephant. All right, so Amen played 21 minutes. He was 3 for 10 and 1 for 7 from the 3-point line. But he had 5 rebounds and 2 assists. What y'all think about Amen? I know for me, I think that he had nerves. He was just nervous. And I don't know how he didn't work Cole. But, he put pressure on him and, he's not used to game speed. So, because when he touched it, he kind of turned it over a lot.
That's what I think it was. Yeah, that's exactly what I think it was. Nerves. First game. Actually, playing like full 21 minutes. Yeah, I feel like it was his nerves. Cause,
he was in our 6-man spot.
Yeah,
he had the most minutes off the bench.
I'm a lay off it. He a rookie. Nerves, excited, but he nerves at the same time. So that was expected from him. So I can't really be mad at that.
Same. It was just the nerves. He hasn't played in the NBA, and the game speed that the NBA has is different from what he was playing in with the the elite. So just give him time to get up to game speed and get up to he understanding that the defense is gonna come for him because he's a rookie. They want to see what you're gonna do.
Yeah. So
I just feel like we just need to give him time, and he'll come out of his shell soon, and I can see him balling out the rest of the season at the 6-man.
But he showed some flashes. I can say that. He showed a few flashes.
Yeah.
He showed what he really can do. Even though the calls was
Questionable.
Next person. Next person.
All right,
Next
we
person.
can't be the kind of every time the Rockets have a bad game, we're not the kind of blame the refs.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I'm keeping
It was a lot of
whistles.
calls.
It was a lot of whistles.
And it wasn't in favor of the Rockets.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Oh my God. It's not anyone even him, bro.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
All right, so you want me to state my case first?
State your case, because
Alright.
you know I
All right, now look, we're gonna have a Harden situation when he first came here, and I was telling you about it. But Fred, now look, I'm not saying he's a bad shooter. I just don't need him to come down and just pull up. Like, it was some crazy stuff he was attempting. Now after we had our conversation after halftime, and he came back and he went on his little 3-hunt run, right? He hit 4 threes. Those are the shots that I expect him to hit. I don't need him pull up, going into the paint, step back, pull up. No, we don't need all that. You get your screen, you open up the screen, spot up, pull. It was one of them where he got the ball, he looked at the dude, and he just shot it. I was like, okay, that I accept, because he hits those, he iced them. It's the crazy ones. That's why he was 0 for 5 in the first half. And we don't need that from our starting point guard. If our starting point guard goes 0 for anything in the first half, he don't need to be the starting point guard. Fred could have gave that off the bench.
You done?
Yeah,
You finished?
I'm done. Go ahead.
It is, like we've been saying the whole episode here, it is the first game. Give it time. Let Fred find his shots. When he was making them, he brought us back in the game. So you got to, listen, you got to accept the good with the bad sometimes. You can't just accept the good and say, okay,
with the bad. The shots that he took in the half to bring us back in the game were the shots I need him to take all the time. You would take those shots, but it's Fred. We gotta accept those shots. No, we don't. That's just like with Harden. No, hold on. That's just like with Harden. When Harden was pulling up all them crazy step backs and just every time they got the rebound, they gave it to this nigga, and he just kept shooting and missing. It was him. It was just shots. He was gonna take the shots regardless. But what did Harden end the game with when he took them shots? He ended with 30 points. He averaged 30 points taking those shots. The nigga went to the free throw line 30 damn times a game. What you talking about? He ended up with 30 points. He better.
Fred ain't go to the free throw line.
Exactly. That man was 5 for 13, and them 5 points he got in the second half.
Bro, you have to let this nigga make it. It is the first game.
These are the same shots I was warning you about in the preseason.
Bro, we was talking about it. He was going off on the nigga in preseason. I'm like, it's preseason.
Because those are the shots I know he gonna take.
Let him take them. Sometimes he gonna be hot. He gonna hit them. Sometimes he not.
Okay, 40, you all witness. When we have this episode and he come up in here talking about Fred taking dumbass shots, I want you to call him on it. Because I know you seen what I was talking. You seen the shots that I'm talking about.
He was taking some crazy shots.
I agree. I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm saying that we have to live with the good Fred when he hit them 4 shots in a row, and we have to live with the bad Fred. He shoot off the dribble shit. Like, we got to live with that.
When he missed the other 9.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't disagree with neither one of y'all. Cal has a point of what he said. You told you have a point of what he said. To me, it seemed like he thought he was back in Toronto.
Man. And don't get me started with that driving, spinning layup he did. He luckily went in.
Yeah. To me, it seemed like he thought he was still in Toronto.
Like, sir, you are 6 foot tall. You are my height. Why are you trying that?
Yeah.
On the center.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I'd rather see him do be more pass first than try to score at this point, because the shot selections for me is just not the right move. Like, you 5 for 13. Okay, 5 for 13.
And the 5 came in the third quarter. After that, it ain't nothing else come.
So the first 2 quarters, what were you doing?
You shooting.
Like, what were you doing? You know, but I don't disagree with both of y'all statements. Both of y'all got good statements on that. But shot selection wise, he got to do better.
Yeah,
He has
that's
to
it,
do
bro.
better.
That's it. And like,
He has to do better.
and what I think will fix Fred's shots, what will fix Fred is have him off ball. Like when he has the ball, pick and roll, pop off the screen, shoot. That's fine. Look for the pass. If Jalen has the ball and Fred's open, green light, cause he cashes spot up. It's when he shoots off the dribble that has me clenching my butt.
Listen, we already just said this. Jalen can't be on ball.
I'm saying if
So that's not going.
if they do the rotation, if the ball's not in Fred's hand and Fred spotted up, no matter who got it, if Alpy got it, Jabari got it, if Fred spotted up and he catch it, pull by all means. But it's the off the dribble ones for me.
I digress. I just gotta wait and see Fred again. We just second game. I'll determine what's going on. But right now, I didn't find a problem with what he
I
did.
will agree with you with the bias because I've been watching Fred. This is not my first time watching Fred. I know how Fred plays, and I'm like, bro, you say he can change. I'm telling you, he's not gonna change. This is the same Fred that was in Toronto, and yeah, either Jalen's not gonna get shots.
He did the same thing. He did the same thing in Toronto. I understand, but he won the championship doing that too. Oh,
That
I
was
understand
when he came
Kawhi.
off the bench. Don't do that. That was when he came off the bench for Kyle Lowry.
He hooped in but he hooped he hooped all season. Then when they got to the playoffs, he turned into a different Fred. He really hooped in.
But that's
hooped.
That's what I'm saying. I would accept this performance if Fred was coming off the bench. This performance I will not accept if he's starting.
So are we saying that Fred should come off the bench?
I already said if the way he plays, he should come off the bench. He should be a spark plug off the bench.
Because
he can do whatever he wants with the bench.
Like
he just got a max. He's not coming off the bench.
I know he's not, but I'm saying his play style, he deserves to come off the bench because this is what Fred's gonna do.
Yeah,
the way Jalen was looking, he looked like he deserved to come off the bench.
Well, I'm just saying, but if Jalen was shooting the shots, we've seen Jalen shoot.
He did. Jalen looked ass today, and you know I'm a Jalen fan. He looked ass today. He didn't look like himself. He didn't look like I said, we may blame it on the system, but at one point you gotta if it ain't working. And you go do you, and you still come on. The man was driving in the lane and getting his shit sent every time.
I'm telling you, that's because that was Ime. Because what Fred mindset is when he had the ball and he was shooting them shots is I'm gonna do me. If Jalen has that I'm gonna do me mindset, we get 25 points a game. Jalen, he's trying to do the system because he's a young player and he hasn't been in the system. He has never been in a system. He's always I'm gonna do me. That's what gives him the 25 points. But if he hoops with the freedom that Ime gives Fred, which I don't think is going to last that long, but I digress, he's going to have his 25.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else we can do outside of that, but yeah. We're going to see when they play San Antonio next, right?
Yes, that's Friday. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh
yeah. He playing tonight. Mr. Big Wimby.
And they beating Dallas 21-12 right now.
Sounds about right.
It's tough.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. So, all right. So, like I said, the NBA season's back, and so expect these episodes out. We're gonna try to get weekly. We're gonna cover everything on the NBA, but most definitely when the Rockets play, the day after the show will be posted. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all want to sign out? Go ahead.
I have a few things I got to say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's just about a few players that we have. It's no hate towards them, but Bullock got to go.
Yep.
Tate got to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holiday definitely need to go.
Yes.
I think once Kyrie come back, probably see a different demeanor in the team. But Cam Whitmore, we didn't talk much about him. The man needs more minutes.
Yes, he does.
It is what it is. He needs more minutes. He got in. He didn't really. We didn't really see much of him because he didn't get to play that much.
Yeah,
But
in front of Cam, we had Reggie Bullock, Jeff Green, and Jay Sean Tate. Reggie
Okay,
Bullock
Oh,
had
and
11 minutes. Jeff Green had 13, and Tate had 15.
that was pissing me off too.
I think Bullet minutes should have went all to Cam.
Yes.
But Jeff, I think Jeff is just there to mentor.
Mm-hmm.
We can't really expect too much out of him. He's been there before, so I mean, he's just there to just be a mentor. And
He wasn't playing like no mentor.
but
13 minutes. Is
he didn't do anything on this stat sheet I'm looking at.
yeah, 2-4.
He shouldn't have played.
But Cam, I think Cam needs more minutes. I honestly, because he's a spark plug.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what he is. Like we've seen it in the summer league.
Yeah.
Like when he came in, he was hounding on defense,
Yeah.
going crazy on offense. And it's like if you've seen it in summer league, I mean, he was there. The coach was there. He seen what he was doing. That should tell you right then, hey, maybe I should, look at this dude when we start the season of giving him some more minutes. And
Yeah.
you only give him 10 minutes
Mm-hmm.
to play. Well, you got Reggie Bullock getting 11 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Jeff Green getting 13,
Yeah.
and Jay Sean Tate getting 15.
And
Listen. We gotta let Cam go through his little my career story. He started off with like 5 minutes. Let him get up to 10 minutes. He gonna start getting 15. Then he gonna be what, 6, 7, 8 man off the bench. Well, I would say about 7 or 8 man off the bench.
Think about that. That's without Tari. So when Tari come back, he gonna get less minutes than that.
8? No, he needs to be the 8th man because Tari can play the 4. You can put Cam at the 3.
That's the thing. Like how the lineup is gonna go. Tari's gonna come in before Min does.
Listen, Tari at the 4, all men at the 1. You got Cam at the 3. You can put I hate
They're
it.
gonna keep a starter.
Jay Sean Tate at the 4, and then you Tari at the 4, and then Jake Landale at the 5. Like that's your bench.
Yeah.
Or you can mix it up how he was mixing it up. Still have Alpy in when they come in, and then you run it through like that. It can work. They just gotta come. He gotta fix the system. He gotta fix it.
But most definitely, this should have been the game that he came. That we should have seen the youngsters more than anything, because matching up with Orlando, outside of San Antonio, when we play Golden State and we really get them teams, we can't rely on the youngsters.
No. I'm saying they should have got more run.
No, and just to add,
Get them the experience now.
Just to add this in, you're probably gonna see the real Fred when we play Golden State.
No, he's gonna shoot a lot of baskets, yeah.
No, he gonna shoot a lot. Look, I on that game I won't comment because I understand that he's gonna let them hoes fly. On that,
That's gonna be the game. I think that's gonna be the game. I'm gonna ask you what you think.
No, don't ask me then.
One more thing, give my man Boban at least 2 minutes.
Man,
God dang.
Look, that man's there just to sell tickets. We've
already making his money with all.
Decided that. That's why they brought him back. That was a financial move by
He's
Fertitta.
already making money with Allstate, man. Just at least give him 2 minutes.
They dribble.
Not gonna happen.
He dribbles again. He dribbles some more.
Yeah, just give him 2 minutes.
Boban is 36 years old. His legs ain't running no more.
Let that man get at least 1 or 2 rebounds.
He's there for moral support. That is it. He's there to say, "Good job, guys," and high five and come back to the bench. That is what he's there for.
Boban all day. I'm gonna ride for Boban all day.
I hear what you're saying.
All of Houston.
I'm gonna get a Boban jersey just in case, just to put him in.
Y'all, look, stop it. Let's just Boban is Boban. Like I say, look, him being on team, I love it. The fanfare of Boban, when we start cheering, we want him. He come on out. And it's Boban time. But we good though. It's first game, fellas. We just need to, let it settle in, and because everybody ain't playing right. The Lakers lost.
Well, I mean that we already knew that. I mean, I already knew that. I ain't say we. I knew that.
So how y'all feel about
That's another
Williams?
episode.
How y'all feel about Williams? Nate.
Who?
Nate Williams.
Who?
Nate Williams.
Who is Nate Williams?
Oh, you talking about the other big man? Is that the big man or the guard? That's the big
He's
man,
a guard.
right?
That's
Oh.
the guard.
I mean, for the preseason, he was hooping. He's 2 for 3, but yeah, he didn't really do nothing. He had the trash minutes.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Oh, I didn't know who that was. I'm sorry.
I would have gave him holiday minutes.
Oh well, they all had garbage time, and they played the same amount of minutes, so they was in together.
Yeah. But he did what? Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Like I say, I pray for the ones you want to keep, but I see a whole bunch of roster spots being open, and we got to re-sign Alpy and Jalen this offseason. So I'm hoping
It's this contract year, so we need to know what Jalen gonna do.
yeah, and I'm hoping that they ain't trying to scrub Jalen so that he take minimum money. But I don't think he'll do that. And I don't
Nah, if they gave KPJ some money, they gonna give him some money. They gonna throw a bag at Jalen whether it's a good season or not.
Yep. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all for listening. We'll check back on y'all for the San Antonio game. When is that? Friday?
It's Friday.
All right. So we should have another episode up. So check back in, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, tap in, tap in.
All right, 40.
All right. Yeah. Y'all need to tap in. Got some good content over here. Tap in,
All right. So I'll see y'all then.